Hi everyone, this is Julia and thank you so much for tuning in to the weekly energy update. I am leaving a bit of space on this side because what I want to do is I want to take a picture of the reading and just have it here so you can check out the cards while I'm talking about them. So I've done a slightly different layout this time because I felt like I needed a little change. So what I have done now is I laid out the Lenormand. So I laid out a little 9-card reading, which, ta-da, you are going to see here now. And what you can see is that in the center of the reading, we have the whip, and the whip stand, or the rod whip, and that stands for conflict. So in this week, center energy is about conflict. It could be a conflicting energy. It's also the rods are also talking about maybe, though is it a rod? Is it a whip? I think on my card, at least, there is both. The energy could be a little bit aggressive, so there might be even aggressions coming up. It can talk about communication. But communication that is more like like a conflict energy. And then at the same time, the rods can talk about that you are maybe able to clear out, because as you can see, like I've said, it's like there is a rod, but there's also it's like there's the end part of a broom that would say, okay, you're cleaning and clearing things out, and then there is the whip, and the whip is the energy of like doing this, right? And so we do have this conflict energy. There might be some sort of guilt involved as well, because you do this when you feel like you're guilty of something and you need to be released of all of your sins, right? I think that's something along those lines. I'm not really into that, but that's I think what they always do in the movies. When the religious people have done something wrong, they need to punish themselves. Punishment, therefore, could be something here as well. So maybe some sort of punishment, but in the overall energy, I know it does sound not so good, right? But the overall energy, you could say, is a conflict. And then it depends on what area it shows up for you. Eventually, not eventually, but it could be that there are some sort of communications coming in as well to clear out some conflict. But let's see what the cards around this energies are. So if you have a look onto the left, we do have the Tower. The Tower talks about setting boundaries, withdrawing, a separation, a divorce. So there might be something related to this topic that is causing a conflict. Either you setting boundaries, someone else setting boundaries, or you're going through some sort of separation in some way. On the other side, we have the cross, talks about a karmic situation or a burden. So if I read these cards, the center cards from left to right, I would say there's some sort of situation, a withdrawal that is causing some conflict, or you setting boundaries that is causing some conflict. But at the same time, it's part of a lesson. So we do have a lesson energy here, a karmic situation here, something you need to learn in this situation. For some of you, the Tower can stand for the feeling of being alone and isolated. So that could be something as well. Maybe you feel alone, you feel isolated, and that is causing a conflict. Again, there might be some sort of lesson in for you. If I now have a look onto the first row, which was actually the card that I picked first. For some reason, I just started in the middle here. But the first cards I picked was the book, the garden, and the fish. Now, the book can talk about information. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go from left to right. And then we also go from above and below. But that's also from left to right then. But that's another part we're going to do a little bit later. So let's just check out the energies for this week. Some sort of information, knowledge. Maybe there's hidden knowledge, which doesn't need to be a secret. So it doesn't need to be secretiveness. It could also be that there is something you yet do not know about a situation. Not because someone is trying to hide something, but maybe just there hasn't been a conversation where this topic came up. So that could be something here. Also, of course, it could stand for learning something, which would also refer to the cross. We do have the garden. Garden can talk about a meeting, being social events, a social group, or a group in general, specific environment, or the public. So there is some sort of knowledge, something that is hidden. Maybe something is going to come into a new flow, taking in the fish now as well, while there is a meeting. So maybe there's a meeting with a friend or with someone, where you will learn something, gain some knowledge that will bring something into a flow. On the other side, there could be something hidden related to the public, hidden related to a specific environment or a specific group. Or maybe you're going to learn something. Maybe you're going to do a course that is related to a group in some way. If that is a course that you are thinking to do, that might be something really, really beneficial for you, because we do have the fish, and the fish can also talk about abundance. Now, abundance in all areas of life, but obviously a lot of people will think when I talk about abundance always onto the of finances. So there might be finances coming in through the public, through a course. Maybe you are creating a course, maybe you're taking part in a course that is going to lead to abundance in some sort. It could always be financial abundance. It could be an abundance of friends, an abundance of love, whatever this abundance is for you. On the other hand, the fish can stand for your emotions and your feelings or your soul. So there might be some knowledge that is going to become public related to your, or you are going to be aware of related to your soul or your emotions. That's another meaning of this row. Going now to the last row, we do have the gentleman here. So the gentleman is always, for me, the other person. So if you have watched the Lenormand readings with me here, the female is always the person who's watching, not in general. So if I do a private reading and you want a private reading with me and you are a man, then of course I will use the man for your personal card. But since there are more people watching here who are women, I always choose the woman card as your card. So always when I see this other person, the gentleman, that would refer to the person you're dealing with. That could be a love interest, could be an ex-partner, a partner, could be a friend. It could even be, because it's a general reading, it could be a family member. So we do have some communication here. So this person here is looking onto communication. There's some sort of communication that is related to feelings and emotions, because the moon is talking about emotions. Also, the moon is an up and down and up and down, right? So there could be some sort of communication to some sort of there and back and there and back, and that's also because we do have tarot cards, but I will blend in the tarot cards when I talk about them. So some sort of communication is possible with another person. So if I now check out the other person, there is, if you go to the straight line, if you use not the straight line, the diagonal line, you see the person leads to the whip, leads to the fish. There might be some conflict related to finances, or a conflict related to emotions and or the soul. That could be something. Also, the fish, Pisces, are very sensitive. So there might be some sort of conflict where this person might feel very sensitive. That might be something. And also the person is thinking about the thing that I already mentioned at the beginning with the tower. This person thinks about withdrawing. That is that the post? That could be the post, or it could be the cat who's, if you hear any noises, it's probably the cat, because I have a little table and it's really slippery, the table. I don't know if that's the right word. And every time she jumps on it, she slides a little bit, which is quite funny. And I think the other day she fell off. Anyway, cats. So this other person could think about the feeling of feeling isolated and alone, could think about a separation, a withdrawal. I mean, the tower is also the energy of I need to withdraw to feel safe. That's the tower energy. But also it's like an emotionally distant energy. So there come a couple of energies with the tower, but that's also what this person is thinking about. It might be that this person is thinking about being independent. That could be something. And we do have also the book on top of it. Maybe the person is thinking about doing a course, creating a course, or there's some sort of knowledge related to this tower energy. Maybe there is something hidden that is related to a withdrawal that this person is thinking about. All right, so these are the main energies. Let's go into the center energy, because I do feel like the center is now the present. So what I'm going to do is now having the left. So sorry if you hear my belly. I actually forgot to eat something today. So you now have to listen to my belly being like, give me food. Anyway, you will get something in a second. We do have the past here, and for the past now I use the left pile up bottom to top, and we do see something in the past. Could be the past week, could be something even further away, that there is another person, and basically everything I just said that is related to what this person is also thinking about. Something happened already in the past where there was this person, there was a withdrawal or a setting boundaries. There's something to learn in this situation as well, because we do have the book. It might be that there are some hidden influences as well related to this. Again, this is something from the past, but the past could be part of the last week. In the now, which is this week, I'm using the center cards from bottom to top. We do see the conflict. We do see twice communication. So again, this is again telling me that there might be some communication coming in. Communication that might be heated. There might be some anger issues. Someone is angry. It might be that there are some conflict situations that are being talked about that could be related to a specific environment, to the public. It could be some conflict related to a meeting or a specific group. And that's something I see for this week. Then we do see in the future, how is this whole thing developing, which could be the future in terms of far away future, or maybe even next week. I am using now all the cards on the right. So what I did at the beginning was using all the cards from left to right, first row, second row, third row. So that's all something that is here in the now in this week. And for the specific method I'm using now, I'm just going to have a little look into the past of the situation and into the future. So we do see this karmic energy here. It might be that there's a burden. It might be that financial aspects are playing a part. The moon is talking about emotions, about the psyche, the subconscious. So there might be something really lying heavy in on your emotions, your psyche, or your subconscious that is related to the finances. It could be related to a soul-made person, because again the fish are the soul, or something that is like lying on your soul. There might be even something related to your emotions or abundance in whatever way, abundance of love, money, whatever this is. There is something again to learn. So having the cross in the future position in this aspect seems to be a little bit like, oh no, I don't want to learn anymore. But that's the energy that we have here. There might be something to learn, a lesson, a karmic situation. It very likely has also to do with feelings and emotions, because we have the fish and the moon here. So very sensitive topic. Maybe it's also time for you to listen to your intuition. On the bottom of the deck, we do have, I don't need to, well, I'm going to hold this here because I'm not going to take a picture of this little tiny card. That's the 22. 22 is the path, the crossroads. So also another main energy of this reading is decisions, crossroads, maybe finding a new way. Where do you decide to go to now? All right, having said this, I want to show you the last cards of the tarot. So for the tarot, I have the Ace of Cups and the I have 4 cards that are representing the energies in this week, and I have 2 cards that are the energy that is taking us into the next week. So we do have the 2 of Cups, not 2 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is talking about emotional healing, a new beginning, a new chance in love. It could also mean, as I've said, emotional healing, and therefore something related to your emotions that is clearing. We do have this here as well in this energy that I have in the Lenormand. Oh, I forgot something to say in the Lenormand, because what we also can do is using the corner cards and then using the cross cards. So there is another person, there is some hidden knowledge related to emotions and feelings, double, because we do have the fish and the moon here. That's one thing. The other thing is that there is some sort of communication, a withdrawal. Withdrawal is getting public, but also seems like a karmic lesson or a burden here. So we can go around in that circle as well. Did I forget anything else? No, I think these were the 2 rows that I wanted to mention as well. Back to the tarot. Like I've said, the Ace of Cups. Something new in love, a new beginning, new chance coming in, new chance maybe to heal something, to clear something related to love, especially since this is coupled with the 2 of Pentacles that is talking again about making a decision. Something is out of balance, and this is the energy of also the moon. It's like there and back and there and back and forth. So it's time that you need to make a decision to bring something into balance that has not been in balance before. That could also be your work-life balance. Could be with a specific person, since we do have a specific person showing up in the Lenormand. It could be something simply within yourself, some sort of belief, pattern, something that you can look at, probably in some way related to emotions or abundance again, because the Ace of Cups is really this flowing cup of abundance, right? The flowing waters. So that's a very abundant energy as well. So that's that. We do have the 3 of Wands here, which could indicate some sort of waiting time, a waiting energy. Could also indicate, and that's the main card that I'm using. I don't need to show you the card. I was just about to show you, but you should have it all here in a nice picture. It's the card of growth, so personal development. It's a big topic for this card. So now there might be 2 different options for you guys, and I would really like for you to maybe get back to me at the end of the week to just let me know what was your reading about. Because with the Emperor, we do have the energy that could embody your masculine energies of setting boundaries, of protecting your space, protecting yourself, saying no, saying yes, making a plan. What do you want and how you're going to achieve it? What is the plan you're going to now follow through? So maybe there's something you need to learn again, something you might need to grow into your Emperor energy. With all these qualities I just shared. It might also be that the Emperor talks about the other person here. So maybe there's some sort of growth and development related to another person. Or it could be a father topic as well here. So maybe this other person could be a father figure for you, right? Or another person or a father figure could here also very well be the case. Now, the cards that are like moving us into the next week is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is the energy of observing. There might be an offer coming in and you are observing now. Is this really what I want? We do have a look onto details, which is also a part of this card. And then we do have the 5 of Pentacles. So there's some sort of lack mentality. Where do you feel lack? Do you feel if that might be a situation that is related to your finances and to your work life, and where you need to have a look onto some sort of details and really look, okay, why is this lack here? What do I want to create? And what are the inspired actions that I can take to create more abundance? In general, we do have the card of missing something here with the 5 of Pentacles. So what are you missing in your life? Are you missing love? Like I've said, we do have this abundant energy here, and we do have the lack of abundance here. So there seems to be something related to this, something that you're missing, something that you need to learn that is also a karmic lesson for you, maybe, possibly. The scarcity card here, right? It might be that you're missing someone and that you're now really looking onto the details of this situation and you're observing. what are you missing? Why are you missing it? Did you get what you deserve? All those topics play a part here. So we are, I would say, in a very interesting time. I don't want to say intense, which I now did, but I feel like intense is something that I am using since years now. Oh yeah, it's intense. Planets are intense, and they are. But yeah, I do think it's very important to see that there is some sort of lesson, something that you need to learn, and something that you should really observe and have a look onto the details. There is a potential for a lot of personal growth here, integrating your masculine or integrating an experience, emotional healing, bringing something into balance related to another person, to a soulmate, to a father figure. Yeah, so these are the informations I have for you. I hope that resonates. If so, leave a like or a comment or subscribe to the channel. And I'm looking forward to see you next time again.